Hey guys, Mr. Onos here. Okay, so I just came back from the Gallows. I went to like a really late screening of it, and it's been out for a week. And um, you should see if you haven't seen the audience and critic reviews. They're pretty low, and there's a reason for that. This movie is terrible. Like, if they're I'm going to declare it here and now. For the time being, this is the bottom of the barrel for found footage horror movies. I just. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. Okay, so. I'm gonna be spoiling this movie like nobody's business. So if you don't want spoilers, click away from the video. All right. Okay, so this movie centers around this school play called The Gallows. Movie's named after that. Uh, and during the original staging of the play in 1993, an accident happened where the main actor, um, something went wrong with with how the actual gallows was to work. Like the little, however, the pulling the lever, like, okay, a lever wasn't pulled in it, like whatever mechanism that actually makes you drop through the platform to get hanged, um that that went off too soon, and he actually got hung for real. And basically, cut to the present, the school is staging, the play again. I mean, you can pretty much guess. This is a terrible idea. Okay, fuck me. This movie is terrible, and and the biggest reason for this, for a good chunk of the movie, at least the first hour, is the main character Ryan. Oh, God, I want to fucking strangle him. But I'll go ahead and say this now: he dies after about the first hour, and you can bet I was squeeing inside my mind, because hey, my most hated character in this movie, possibly my most hated character in any horror film, is dead. Hooray! And he actually gets hung. Um, before I get to that, they basically spend a good, first act of the movie, establishing the characters, blah blah blah, and most of it is spent with Ryan's snarky, sarcastic dick narration. Not about this, just being a dick. And like, his first two lines, I already hated him. And guess what? Again, that dialogue continues through a good portion of this movie. So, Christ. And then, there's his friend Jesse, who plays football, but also wants to be in the play. And of course, Ryan mocks him for it, saying stuff like, usual bullying names you'd probably hear from someone who plays football but also is in theater. You can probably guess a few. And of course, he gets bullied for it, and it's stupid. And of course, it's coming from the main character of the movie, so wonderful. But this is some other crap. He's in love with this girl named Phyllis, or I think that's her name. I don't friggin' know. I may I may be thinking of another movie. I don't know, but basically, he has a crush on her, and and apparently he's just doing the play, to get closer to her or whatever. Ryan doesn't like this. He thinks Jesse should not be doing the play because, I don't know. I have no idea. So he comes with this plan to actually dismantle the play. Sneak into the school late at night and actually dismantle the set. And, I guess that's it, just dismantle it. I mean, it's not like people who will come in later, like, when school opens, like, set's dismantled. Okay, we'll just put it back together. Yeah, you didn't think that plan through, did you morons? But basically, Ryan comes up with that plan, and he basically more or less coerces Jesse into doing it. Because, Jesse's a complete wimp, and will... I don't even know why he goes along with the plan anyway. I mean, that's the thing he doesn't want to happen, but goes along anyway because I guess the plot demands it. So they go into this, and they sneak into the school, and as you would expect, shit goes down. And of course, it's all Jesse's fault. He's basically the reason everything in this movie happens. Like he's basically the only reason. He's basically the only reason the plot of this movie even happens anyway. So as if I didn't hate him enough already. Well, usual shenanigans. Like, they happen. I will say, this movie, one of the most predictable horror films I've ever seen. The only way I don't find it completely predictable is for one reason. I predicted that the main ghost or spirit, whatever, that would haunt them through the movie is the spirit of the kid that got hanged. It's not. It's the hangman. So I got that wrong. Everything else, I got right. Like, I couldn't even list all the cliches. If you did, but I'll put it like this: if you concocted a drinking game to, like every time you spot a horror cliche, take a shot. Like, ooh, long dark hallway. Ooh, jump scare. It's like that. Even if you're drinking some alcohol with like low proof, like a low amount of proof in it, you'd be dead of alcohol poisoning like 1.5 times over, at least. Okay. I will say, I'm trying to say, like I said, Ryan actually dies, like, a large part of the way into the movie, like, around the 1 hour mark. The way they set this up is, get this, like, okay, at one point, he comes up with the idea, to get out of the school through the ventilation system. Because at one point, they get locked in. Even though the door that they used to get in, the lock on there is broken, so they can open it at any time. That's somehow locked, because of course it is. It's a horror movie. What do you expect? It comes with the idea to use you go through a ventilation system. And he climbs the ladder to get up there, all the while saying, "Oh, Charlie, come get me," which I think is actually the name of the guy who got hanged in the original play. So tempt the vengeful afterlife, whatever. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, I haven't seen that in every horror movie ever. You moron. So basically, spirits hurtle him down from the ladder, and he breaks his leg. So the other three characters, Jesse, his girlfriend, and Ryan's girlfriend, I should mention, is also there. And actually, you're gonna love this. Before I get into that, you're gonna love this. Ryan wasn't gonna let. I think there's a line in this movie like Ryan doesn't let her go with them, but he eventually caves. But his reason for not letting her go is because girls don't like spooky, exciting stuff. Yeah, girls don't like that. They only like their sissy theater stuff or something along those lines. Yeah, that's why I didn't hate him enough already. But anyways, they go off to some other part of the school to find medical attention, and we're following them for a while. We don't know what happens. We hear like screams, him and Ryan making noise, and they come back to the stage where they left him, and he's gone. So then we follow them for another little bit, and I don't know why they did this. This is terrible storytelling. At one point, they randomly cut to Ryan's camera, like after he has actually fallen from the ladder. We cut to the perspective of his. We cut to the perspective of his camera, and we see them run off to go find medical attention. So now we're seeing that exact same scene again, but now from a different point of view. Because now we see exactly what happened to him. Like they show it in detail what exactly happened to him. And then they reveal, he got hanged. And then much later into the movie, like right towards the end, the two remaining characters, Jesse and his girlfriend, they find the hanged body of Ryan hanging way above the rafters. As soon as they show the body, they play stinger music. As if that's supposed to be a surprise, but we already know what happened to him because you showed us early, you fucking morons. I don't even know why they shot that extra footage. Pad the writing time? Yes, I don't friggin' know. God. I'm trying to think what else I can say about this movie. Also, there's another. Again, since this is found footage, and obviously everything is shot from the point of the cameras, as I've already made clear. And again, the big problem with these movies is why do they keep filming? Why don't they just turn on the friggin' cameras and focus on saving their lives, saving their fucking skins? Yeah. Sorry. And of course, this movie has that problem too. I mean, no surprise there. Although, I don't know. I feel like this movie has it the worst. I don't know. Could be me. And then, trying to think. And, there's no also, I'm not even sure why they were even able to be in the school as long as they were. I mean, I can't believe there was no security there. But that's a minor point, really. Okay. What else can I talk about? The ending. Like, the ending of this movie is one of the most confusing endings I think I've ever seen for a horror movie. Now, I will say this, as a side note, I will mention, moment Ryan dies, this movie instantly gets better. And, again, I internally squeed. But once we come to the ending, this movie just gives up. So, towards the end, Jesse and his girlfriend, when they find the fire escape and they try to get through there, they're escaping the hangman, and they somehow, I don't even know how this makes any sense. The layout of the school makes no sense to me. I mean, maybe it does. I don't know, because shaky cam footage makes it hard to tell. Like they somehow end up back on the stage, somehow, and they see the open door. Like the door to outside is actually open, and they don't think to run across, like hold hands and run across the stage to get to the door outside. And the only reason I say they're not holding hands and running is because, well, once Jesse gets to the door to go outside, his girlfriend's not there with them. Somehow, I don't know how he didn't notice. Again, probably should have held hands and ran together. So he hears her choking, and he runs back to get her. And so he goes back to get her. And I should mention the audience for this movie that I went to, like, no, dude, just leave her. Yeah. Yeah, the audience that I had of this movie, I mean, I'll go ahead and say this. I don't even know if they liked the movie or not. I'm going to take a wild guess and say they didn't, because I had two guys sitting behind me in this movie. And one of them walked out maybe not even 30 minutes in, and I never saw him again. And sometime later, I see his friend get up and leave, and I never see him again. So I'm assuming they went back to go get their tickets. No, went back to go get their money back. Good decision. Maybe I should have taken that myself. But anyways, JC hears his girlfriend choking. Some sort of choking noise. He goes back to get her. He helps her up, and all of a sudden, a spotlight lights up and shows them on the stage, and they happen to be positioned and posed the way that the two main characters of the play are, and then fucking for whatever reason, I don't understand how this makes any sense. Jesse starts reciting his lines from the play at that point in the play. I don't know why he does that. I don't know why the fuck he does that. And then, okay, before I go on, I should mention I think it's either Jesse or Ryan's dad. Excuse me. No, it's Jesse's dad. Was actually part of the original play. Oh, he was going to be, but yeah, he ended up calling in sick, and the guy who got hanged. The guy who ended up getting hanged in the actual play is Jesse's girlfriend's dad, I guess. I think that's what they imply in the very last scene of the movie. I'm not sure. But, there's that. But even so, I don't understand why he recites his lines from the play. I don't understand that. So then, after that, he walks up to the gallows and actually adjusts himself in the noose to get ready to be hanged. I don't know why he does that. That doesn't make any sense to me. And then his girlfriend is no, Jesse, don't do this, no. I mean, as long as you just walk up there and grab you and run out of here. No, really, Christ. And then he gets hanged. Of course. And then after that, the girlfriend's crying, and then she gets up. She gets into bound position, bows. Okay, I can't really bow. I'm sitting down. She bows out like you would at the end of a play. and we hear clapping, and it's actually her mom, who I don't know when she got in there or how. And also, like, her mom is actually, I think, supposed to be the girlfriend of the guy who ended up getting hanged in the original play. I think. I don't know. They don't make that quite clear. I don't know. But in any case, her mom is heavily tied to the original staging of the play. And the lights come up, and yeah, you see her mom clapping. I mean, she's in the distant shot of the seats, but you can tell it's her mom. Now, if the movie ended right there, a movie would be still terrible, but it'd be an appropriate way to end the movie, because again, you would bow out at the end of a play to signify that the play is over. By that same token, her bowing out would also signify the end of the movie. Be a neat way to end the movie. But then, for whatever reason they shot this, I have no idea. Like, they then cut to the scene of two police officers going to the girlfriend's home. I don't know who called them there or whatever. Like, they go into her home, and then they get to her room, and you see a taping, like a videotape of the original play being shown on the TV, which was done early in the film. And you see the mom brushing the girlfriend's hair, and plays out how you would expect. The guy, the police officer, his point of view we're seeing this from, tries to call for backup from his friend that's supposed to be there with him. And he doesn't get it. Looks to the hallway. Looks to them. Tries again. Looks to the hallway. Looks to them. And they start looking at him. And he says the name of the guy that got hanged. And the girlfriend's like, you shouldn't say that name. Go to the hallway. The backup officer gets hanged. Cut back to facing kind of towards the TV. There's the hangman, and then jump scare, and then the movie ends. Like, I don't know. I have no clue why they shot that. It adds nothing to the movie at all. Like, what does that add to the movie? What does that add? Nothing. Nothing. Except the jump scare. Which, by the way, they're all telegraphed. I mean, I'll admit, I got caught by a few, but that doesn't mean, that doesn't change the fact I saw them coming. So there's that. What else could I say about this movie? Oh, acting, terrible. It's terrible. Like even some really bad horror movies, like even I can still say, like, the actors are at least, they're trying at least. I mean, they don't do too bad, but the movie still sucks. I can't say that for this movie. The actors in this are terrible. It's not just the dialogue they're given. Like, their actual performances are god awful at some parts. So that was the Gallows. It's terrible. Don't see this movie. Don't waste your money on this. It's terrible. I don't have anything else to say to that. See you guys next time.